I'm Jitsu, welcome to my channel. You may remember me from my singular video about counterfeit board games, in particular Pandemic Legacy. So what I've actually done is I've ordered another copy of Pandemic Legacy. The first one I got from a brick and mortar retailer here in the UK. I've actually ordered another copy online via an online retailer called Zatu Games. I guess the name of the retailer is irrelevant. I messaged them in advance of the order asking if they knew anything about counterfeit copies and if they had a specific supplier and could they assure me that their copy was not counterfeit. It arrived today. I haven't opened it. It's still in its delivery box. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look inside the box and hopefully we're going to find a nice legitimate copy of Pandemic Legacy. So with that, it's right over here, so I'm just going to grab that and then let's open it together and take a look. So, okay, here we are. So, as promised, in its actual box. So, hasn't been opened yet, but my trusty Stanley knife here, so I'm going to open it up and let's see what we've got. So, for those that are wondering, I did manage to get a swap of my counterfeit copy of Pandemic Legacy for, probably see it right over there, Wasteland Express delivery service. If I ever start doing reviews on this channel, I'll give you my thoughts on that in detail, but suffice to say, I thought it was great. Very enjoyable game. Lots of moving parts, but I think with a few playthroughs it would be great. So I will say it does look like this is legit. So let's pop this open and let me show you some of the differences. Feel free to take a look in the links below, or indeed the one floating around my head if I can manage to get that working, to take a look at the prior video to really see what I found when I analysed and took a look at my counterfeit copy. So it's a much smoother surface already. I'm going to hold this up to the camera. Hopefully you'll be able to see if you take a look at the other video. It's much shinier, okay, much more glossy finish. On the back, I'm going to hold this right up and hopefully you guys can pick this out. I know it's going to be quite difficult on my camera, but there is some text right there, which is nice and clear. And also the rest of the text is very sharp, very clean. I already think that this is a legitimate copy, so if I was very suspicious about the first copy, I am not suspicious at all about this one, just based on my initial impressions. So let's open the box up. And again, I need to find a knack for doing this. If you know how to do this properly, do stick a comment below. Look, inside already. So, I don't know if I showed this in my original video, but this is white, finished white on the inside. In the counterfeit edition, it was just plain cardboard, like just, you know, the standard cardboard colour. So I think this is absolutely a legitimate copy of Pandemic Legacy. Very happy so far. So, again, watch out for spoilers. I'm going to show some things, and by some things, I literally mean what's in the box. So, if that's too much of a spoiler for you, then feel free to turn off now. Okay, so this has got top secret on both sides. In the counterfeit edition, this did not have top secret on both sides. It only had top secret on the one side, and on the other side was just like a list of numbers. I don't know what's in them because I haven't played the game yet. I also have the rulebook. Okay, so again, to beware of spoilers, I'm not going to show you anything in here, but it is much sharper and much cleaner and much more colourful. So brighter colours than the and more deep colours, I guess, more intense colours than the counterfeit copy. Okay, so right. Also, I mentioned in the prior video how the sticker sheet did not correctly fit in the box. Look at this, a perfect fit. Sorry, I'm just holding it up right. So a perfect fit for the sticker sheet. It fits in nicely. It's not popping out at any point. It's if I hold it flat, it fits in there absolutely spot on. No overflow or anything at all. So with the counterfeit one, it was overflowing towards the edge. It didn't fit in the box correctly. It was too oversized. Also, so I haven't picked this sheet up yet. In the counterfeit copy, the sticker sheet was punched through way too deeply, so you could actually see, you know, through to the other side. And this one, look at that, not punched through deep at all. In fact, that's absolutely spot on. There are no horrendous spaces in there. That's just probably picking something up in the camera there. That's not space, that's just a mark, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it's a mark of some kind. Right. Okay, so going on to some of the other stuff. In the counterfeit copy, this was really loosely wrapped, this legacy deck. This is very tightly wrapped in what I now think is absolutely a legitimate copy. Let's take a look at the tokens, because a few of you guys mentioned that the tokens is what really sold it to you, that it was a counterfeit edition. So let's take a look at these research stations. Here we go. These are nice and sharp, beautifully sharp. Nice, tidy, good quality. Not melted, nice sharp edges. So, like I said, I don't know if I can, there we go. So I don't know if I can focus correctly on this camera. I need a new camera, as you can probably tell. So these have nice sharp edges, good quality pieces. I am very satisfied that these are the actual ones, so very good. On the counterfeit version, these tokens were pretty bad quality. They had lots of indentations. Already, I can tell you, just by feeling them, they're much better. The printing on this is absolutely central, so there is no problem there. And look at the back side of it, no push-out marks or mold marks at all. And the same with the rest of them as well. Nice, central printing and no mold marks at all. So very good, absolutely great. So this is what a legitimate copy should look like. And finally, going on to the cubes. If you remember, I talked about the cubes being really bad quality, feeling bristle in the hand, having lots of elements and being very sharp. And I also said about how the legitimate copies, oh, there goes a cube. The legitimate copies are rounded, and look at these, absolutely spot on. So almost rounded, no bits coming off them or anything like that. Great quality, they feel good in the hand. Much just a better quality all around. So this makes me absolutely justified in my decision to get that copy given back and to get a legitimate one. Right, so overall very happy with that. Thank you zatugames.co.uk. Really excellent service from the team. When I messaged them, they let me know, but they hadn't had any reports of any dodgy copies. So very satisfied with the product. Got it at a great price as well. It's not paid promotion, so I've made 2 videos on this channel. So why would I get paid for promotion? I would recommend them just based purely on that transaction. Very satisfied. Very excited to play Pandemic Legacy Season 1. I hope this and my prior video have been helpful to you in helping to determine whether or not your copy of Pandemic Legacy is a legitimate one. If you have any questions or feedback, please stick it in the comments below, and if you like this video, please share it and subscribe. I'll try and get some more content up in the near future. Okay. See you next time. Cheers.